How do sociologists address subjectivity in symbolic interactionism? Imagine trying to understand how people see the world around them. It's like trying to read a book written in many different languages. Sociologists use a special lens called symbolic interactionism to do just that. This theory focuses on how individuals create social reality through their shared meanings and interpretations. But how do they handle the fact that everyone sees things differently? That's what we're here to find out. In symbolic interactionism, the idea is that symbols, like words, gestures, or even objects, don't have fixed meanings. Instead, their significance depends on how people interpret them during social interactions. So, if two people see the same object, they might think of it very differently based on their experiences. Sociologists recognize that these personal interpretations are subjective. They don't ignore it. They study how these meanings are formed and changed through ongoing social exchanges. The core concept here is the definition of the situation. This means that what people believe about a situation influences how they act. If someone thinks a behavior is friendly, they'll respond positively. If they see it as hostile, they'll react differently. Sociologists pay close attention to how individuals interpret these moments because these interpretations shape their actions and the social world. Another way sociologists handle subjectivity is by observing how people negotiate meanings. During social interactions, individuals often reinterpret symbols and behaviors. For example, a handshake might mean trust to one person but formality to another. Through conversation and shared experiences, people develop a common understanding, but this understanding is always open to change. Sociologists study these negotiations to see how social reality is constantly being reshaped. To do this, they often use qualitative research methods like talking to people directly or watching their interactions. This helps them see how individuals assign personal meanings to their experiences. By focusing on these subjective interpretations, sociologists can better understand why people behave the way they do and how social norms are created and maintained. This approach also helps explain social change. As meanings shift over time, so do behaviors and social structures. For example, changing attitudes about gender roles come from new interpretations of symbols and behaviors. Sociologists see this as a continuous process of negotiation, where everyone plays a part in shaping social reality. In social policies or community programs, understanding that people interpret messages differently is key. When designing interventions, knowing how individuals perceive and respond to these efforts can make a big difference in their success. So, in essence, sociologists address subjectivity in symbolic interactionism by paying attention to how people interpret their social world. They see these personal meanings as active, ever-changing parts of social life. This focus helps explain how social reality is built, challenged, and transformed through everyday interactions.